So have you ever wondered what it looks like to be successful in retirement? Or how would you even define success in retirement? I would define it as not running out of money, but people define it in different ways. I'm going to tell you right now. I've been in the financial services industry for almost 25 years now. I work as a fiduciary and investment advisor. Our clients pay us fees to manage their portfolio, but we don't work with products. The idea is we're working together. We sit on the same side of the table. When our clients do well, we do well. And what I know about clients that are doing well and what I know about people that are happy in retirement, the number one thing is, first of all, health. Second, family. But number three, they're not worried about the retirement assets. And I know that's a little bit daunting, I think, for most people, because not everyone, but many, maybe even 50%, even more of the people that we talk to week after week around the country that are making that transition to retirement, many of them, if not most of them, have not worked with a financial advisor. Their relationship to their assets is based on contributions they were making to the retirement plan at work. Or the relationship to their assets is not just that retirement plan at work, but there was no active management. They just chose from a basket of options. Many times they chose something called a target date fund, where there's just a date, and the date, maybe it's if retirement's around the corner, maybe it was the 2025 fund. If it's a few years down the road, maybe it's the 2030. If it's even more years down the road, maybe the 2035. But my point is, the individuals that we sit with week after week don't have a lot of confidence in that retirement plan at work. Meaning, well, if you just picked a date 2025, what happens in 2026 or 2027 or 2028, or much less 2045 or 2050? And the transition is very, very difficult. So again, number one, health. If you don't have your health, nothing else matters. So one way to retire very, very happy is to have your health. So make sure you not only have your health if you can, but at the same time, you understand where your health care is going to come from. It can be expensive. There are ways to mitigate that, but you have to understand what those ways are. So let's say it's not that complicated if you're 65 or older, because Medicare kicks in, and then you can talk to a professional about Medicare supplements or Medicare Advantage plans. But what if you want to retire earlier? I was just had a conversation the other day with some individuals. So she wants to retire at 55. He's a couple years older. He's 57, going on 58. Medicare's not going to kick in for them until they're both 65. So what are they going to do? Well, they'll basically wind up going on into the marketplace to get insurance. But what's going to happen is the amount that they pay for that insurance is going to be based on the amount of their income. So you want to try to find a way, if you can, to maintain your standard of living, but also control the amount of income that you're declaring. In other words, control your tax return. So there are ways to do that when you have strategies, and I think it's important, if you don't know how to do that on your own, to talk to somebody. But make sure you've got your health and you've got your health insurance. Once you've got that and you understand the cost, then move on certainly to family. Just make sure that you retire in a place that works for you. If you have a very, very small family, or maybe you don't even have kids, well, then you could retire almost anywhere. Sometimes it's not about the kids. Sometimes it's not about how much money gets left. Sometimes it's not about that, but there's still a family component. Just live where you want to be and make sure it's convenient. But a lot of times people are retiring to get closer to their children, get closer to their grandchildren. So find a way to make that happen for yourself. So that's going to be a really, really big component. So again, if you have your health and if you have your family, now you're happy. Now you're just worried about the money component. So I think the third part, not the most important, but a very, very important part, is just going to be your assets. You need to have the peace of mind that you can maintain your standard of living throughout retirement, no matter how long you live. So, and none of us know exactly what that is. It's a conversation that we'll have at the office over and over again. Some people feel like their life expectancy is pretty long because they have a family history of it. Other people feel like their life expectancy is pretty short. The issue is none of us actually have that number or that date. So you have to come up with a way to invest assets so that you can cover your expenses, net of inflation, net of taxes, and get those distributions. How do you actually distribute that to yourself, and then where is the income? So my version that I would do for myself personally and for my family, I'm not retired, I'm a long way from it, but transitioning into retirement again after health and family, making sure that my money is invested in a way to where it will not only grow and be preserved, but it will also, I'll be able to take income from it to offset inflation and taxes and everything moving forward. And I think that's a conversation. I think the best way to be confident in your retirement assets and the way that they're invested is to make sure that you're working with somebody who's going to share all of the investment options that are available to you. The biggest mistake that I've seen people make over time is talking to a salesperson, not a true fiduciary, but a salesperson who has a product. Nothing against those people, but it's just that when they have a product and they want to sell it, they find a way to sell it. And too many people have products in their portfolio that potentially were better for the sales representative than it was for you. And that sales representative did not take the time to explain all of the investment options that are available to you. The idea of an investment advisor should be to help you make informed decisions, not to try to press any kind of investment option or product on you. So if you have those three things, I believe you can not only be successful in retirement, but you can be confident and happy in retirement. Thank you for watching. Go to guardingyournestegg.com for your free and objective personal financial plan.